He's not a boy, Dad. He's Lord Byron.
I'm not saying he's no bonny lad, but
he's the most beautiful man to ever set foot on this earth, Dad.
I heard he had a wonky foot.
Dad.
And I heard he had a rib removed so he could suck his own.
Dad!
He is mad, bad, and dangerous to know. Come on, Mirren. He's only a poet.
Ainley? You might as well say the sun is only a star, or the Bible is only a book, or the common riding is only a bit of fun.
That's an awful thing to say.
Writes the words that my soul longs to cry out. And he's gorgeous.
Mirren, I don't think it's wrong to take a fancy to a bonny vision. When I was younger, I once saw this portrait of the Honourable Mrs. Graham. And, oof.
Dad.
I scrambled over a field of thistles just to sniff her chamber clock.
Dad! Her!
I'm just saying what you're going through is normal, just not the way you're doing it.
And where exactly have I erred?
Do you mind your great-great-grand?
No.
If you'd been born, you would have. She got run over by a coach, which was all very sad. But she did receive a generous payer, and she used the money on tuition. First in the family to reach you was.
Oh my days, Dad, what is the point of this?
She sat quite happily in that corner reading. Nay, traipsing round to and weeping into that chilled Henry.
Child Harold?
That's what I said.
My soul was literally torn asunder.
It's only a pile of words.
The most beauteous words ever put to paper, and proof that Lord Byron was handed down by the angels so that we mere mortals may glimpse a sliver of insight into the beauty of the divine.
I think you should read other things, man. You're spending all your time up at that school and it's just Byron, and you'll never be a governess or a teacher if you're keeping your horizons narrow. And I have been thinking that maybe you'd actually quite enjoy being a farmer. Or a farmer's wife. It's good to have options.
Well, as it would happen, I have been reading other things.
You've been writing letters to him again?
I have.
Aye, well, now you've had a reply, you'll be able to put this whole wild fancy behind you.
He says he's going to marry me.
He said what?
My dearest Mirren, in compliance with your wishes, and in recompense for your many affectionate letters, I write as follows in reply. I am humbled by how much you've enjoyed my child Harold's pilgrimage. That you are unhappy, as is evidenced by the way in which you claim to relate to the titular Harold, worries me somewhat. Were it in my power to relieve your sorrows, I would endeavor to do so. There is no need to write to me further. In the meantime, chin up. Yours, Lord Byron.
Mirren, when he said yours...
Were you even listening? If it were in my power to relieve your sorrows, I would endeavor to do so. It's in reference to my 21st letter.
You said 21 words! Even in my stamp collection!
3rd canto, 21st verse. Soft eyes looked love to eyes which spake again, and all went merry as a marriage bell. But hush, hark, a deep sound strikes like a rising knell. It's Code Dad! He knows the only way to soothe my tempestuous soul is to marry me.
He can't marry you, doesn't he, Mayor? He's an exile.
Were you even listening? A deep sound strikes like a rising knell. That's the sound of him stepping off the train as he comes here to propose.
Train? It's 1825, Mirren. Hoyt's not going to have a train station for at least another 10 years.
Dad!
Maybe 20.
Dad, listen!
25 then, but it'll stand the test of time. You mark my words, Mirren.
It doesn't matter if he's coming here on a train or a horse or a winged chariot. I'm going to his poetry reading, and he is going to marry me, and I'm going to be Lady Byron, and he loves me, and I love him, and we are going to be together forever.
Who told you about the reading?
I knew you knew.
Where did you hear that?
Oh, I hate you!
Ben! I meant to take your flights of fancy quite time's enough. You refuse to work, you show me no respect, you waste your days at that schoolhouse. I'm not an immoral man. I let you learn to read and to write, and the only thing I get in return is Byron, 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 Byron!
Dad!
Learn! Byron, you will never turn any poetry readings, and you will never leave this house until you've learned this murder life than Lord George bloody Gordon Gorgeous Byron!
With thee, my bark, I'll swiftly go, athwart the foaming brine, nor care what land thou bear'st me to, so not again to mine. Welcome, welcome, ye dark blue waves, and when you fail my sight, welcome, ye deserts and caves, my native land, good night. Dad, when he wasn't being a total cur, would always ask for my reasons behind idolizing Child Harold. It's difficult to say, but I think it's because he captures that profound sadness that young people feel daily and that old people have forgotten. Ever since my mum died, it was like I was living under a cloud, covering everything I knew. But then, Lord Byron came along, and it's as if the horizons of my world had expanded. Sunlight cracks through the morbid tempest, and there is suddenly a place beyond grief. Spain,
Olé!
Portugal,
Opa!
Greece,
Opa!
France,
Bonjour!
Switzerland.
Yodelay!
There are so many places that aren't oink. And just for a moment, I'm on that pilgrimage. Harold. Me. He's only a boy, and I'm only a girl. And if he can have this sadness, this pit inside him, and yet still see all the world and all the beauty in it, and he does do it, why can't I? Foreign lands, strange languages, interesting people.
Mince! Mince!
Vince, you're talking the power of manure.
Manure! Oi! You! Aye, you, yeah, I saw you looking, right? Come here, settle an argument for
I
us.
don't have time, I have to get to Galashiels.
Nobody needs to get to Galashiels.
I have to for the Byron recital.
Ooh! A woman of culture!
Beacon of enlightenment amidst the border's doldrums.
I settle that argument then, hen.
Or they can't stop, it's a 6-hour walk.
Ooh, I'll let you ride in our horse and cart.
Once we get the car.
And the horse.
You do need to settle an argument for us, though.
Aye, alright, as long as it's not important. Pray tell.
Well, you see, it is in fact of the utmost importance.
Utmost important.
Not more important than that.
Pray tell.
Landseer Wilkie.
What?
Sir David Wilkie or Sir Edwin Landseer?
That is the right answer.
What's the question?
Sir Edwin Landseer or Sir David Wilkie?
That's not a question. You're just naming two things. That's like saying the sun or the sky or the Beatles or the Stones.
The question
Oi,
is...
don't bias proceedings.
Who is the artiste supreme, the greatest painter and portrait artist alive?
And who's a hack?
One of them is.
Which one?
Who's better?
Who's better?
Better. It's an opinion.
Oh, an opinion.
You could like both their paintings. There's no need to tear one thing down just to praise the other. You don't have to mark yourself against something just because you marked yourself for something. You could be stoking passion for your passions, not division for division's sake. Isn't there something to be said for liking both? Or loving one without hating the other?
Scottish enlightenment then!
You would have known enlightenment if it flayed you between the shanks.
Enlightenment? You taught a power of manure, nay, a heap.
If I was so interested in manure, I'd be attending those sissy exhibition previews you like so much.
Sissy? Oh, you know who I took to those exhibition previews who enjoyed them very much? Thy mother.
No room for Philistines.
Philistines? Mate, you wouldn't know a Philistine if it suits your whiskers or your midden hole.
Oh, I'm getting homesick, you bear of a strumpet.
You call him a more strumpet, I swear to God, man.
Dear nature is the kindest mother still, though always changing in her aspect mild. From her bare bosom let me take my fill, her never weaned, though not her favoured child. Oh, she is fairest in her features wild, where nothing polished dares look her path. To me by day or night she ever smiled, though I marked her where none other had, and sought her more and more, and loved her best in wrath. He is so right. Nature is so much better than man, it's not even close. Man is just, ugh. Nature would never waste time on pointless arguments, or offer you a lift, then back out, or refuse to teach you to read or write, or go in a huff when you tell you don't want to be a farmer, or forbid you from seeing Lord Byron. But just imagine leaving Castle Byron these days, go read on the forest floor. Maybe he'd take me away on his ship, show me all the places Childe Harold pilgrimaged. And then he'd read his new poetry to me before the ink had even dried. Him dedicating Canton Bride to me. Our wedding day. I can't wait.
Mirren! Mirren! I brought you, been meaning to say about my temple there. Where are you hiding? When I get my hands on you!
I beg your pardon a moment, is this the way to Ashcart?
Sorry. I can't talk. I'm a hermit.
A simple yes or no and I'll be on my way.
Oh, it pains me to pain you, but I just cannot talk.
You're talking now?
Aye. New to employment. Still getting the hang of it.
Please, just a moment's kindness, hermit.
Oh, don't call me that. I've yet to achieve the rank of hermit. A mere an exile, really. I'd like to live in exile, but Ashkirk's the next best thing.
You're not exiled because of some sort of mangy disease.
No.
Or interfering with animals.
No.
Or relations.
Well, no. This is a self-imposed exile.
Oh, my goodness. Have you turned your back on the world to seek comfort in nature?
Aye. That sounds about right.
There is a pleasure in the pathless woods. There's a rapture on the lonely shore. There is society where none intrudes, by the deep sea and music in its roar. I love no man less, but nature more.
All right, well, I wouldn't go that far.
It's from Childe Harold's pilgrimage by Lord Byron. I cannot believe I'm finally talking to someone who understands his work as deeply as I do.
Alright, well, you see, I'm not actually on a pilgrimage. I just sit here on this rock. Kind of the opposite of a pilgrimage, in fact.
Have you never read Lord Byron?
Nope.
You would love it.
Oh, I wouldn't.
You should read Lord Byron.
I won't.
It's so good.
Don't doubt it.
I could lend you my copy.
And it would sit there, unread, until its pastoral surroundings reclaimed it, untouched, unloved, unworthy even of the bird's lament. There's no place for it, nor you on my stomping ground.
So, why do you insist on closing yourself off to the world?
Because you are at the beginning of your pilgrimage and I'm at the end of mine. And it pains me to watch the inevitable. What? I'm watching you board a ship and I know it's destined to sink. Love, it's a wonderful thing, but one day it will crash into unexpected rocks and you'll be left cold and alone with nothing but the towering black waves to warn you, eh? I love Lord Byron,
Deeply. Even the mention of his name tickles my heart.
I think he's perfect, aye.
As perfect as can be.
See. And there's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to alter your heart.
No. I'm actually on a pilgrimage to see him now. Lord Byron is in Galashiels, and he's going to read some of his poetry, and then we are going to be married.
I used to have my doubts by turning my back on society, on civilization. At times where I worry, I fear that people might not understand my principles, might think I'm a few horses short of a right. And then there are other times where it suddenly hits me and I'm like, well, it's all relative, isn't it?
So what pushed you into exile then?
You ever heard of a guy named Beethoven?
Beethoven? I am familiar with that.
I used to have faith. I used to believe in things. And that ninth symphony came out and I
You didn't enjoy it?
didn't enjoy it. Aye, same way Napoleon didn't enjoy Waterloo. Beethoven, he was a master. He could hold the universe in the palm of his hand. He could write music that would make you see the gates of heaven. That ninth symphony, it was just dull, 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 dull.
And so that's why you're a hermit.
Trainee hermit, thank you very much. Give me that look, you'll be in the same position one day. Beethoven, he had it. I'm telling you, lass, he had it. He had so much it would creeps like Franz Liszt. Who jumped up Beethoven tribute acts, there was only one thing better. And throwing tomatoes at the Franz Liszt queue. That was Beethoven himself. Live in the flesh, concert hall fit to burst. Crowds of people waving their candelabras in the air. Oh, there was a time where I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, watching him wreck that hotel room, chucking his harpsichord out the window. Or that time someone got up on stage and started sucking his organ, and he just kept playing. Oh, he used to compose these big pieces, these sweeping majesties, and now it's like he can't hear what he writes. You know the worst part? You look back, you start doubting yourself. You start questioning yourself, like how much of your personality you built around someone you can no longer stand. How young you were, how you're foolish. Now it's all string quartet number 16. He used to compose epics, man. He's also small, Empty, so insular, just like him. You know what? Just like me. Oh, come on, don't give me that look. You'll have all this to look forward to one day. You'll have all this to look back on.
But don't you think you might have invested a wee bit too much into someone you'd never even met?
Right, so says Lord Byron's fiancée.
Well, that's totally different. That's not the same. No.
Ashkirk's behind me, north to Selkirk, north again to Gala.
Tibby Thompson's guest. I didn't have time for this.
I'll tell you, man, I will. Look, I'm as honest as the day is long.
I'm serious. Deadly serious.
Oh, no need to get handsy. I'm serious too.
Sir Edwin Landseer or Sir David will keep my foot on. That is barely a question. Like comparing the mighty sun to a snuffed can.
Right, well, if it's barely a question, then answer the
Tell me
question.
when my daughter...
No, you've skipped ahead, man. This is important.
I'm talking about my family.
Well, I'm talking about art.
Art or family?
Art.
Bread or cheese?
Cheese.
Beef or lamb?
Lamb.
Did she go this way or that way?
Well, this way. Oh, confound it! Well played, sir. Well played.
There they stand, stands a lofty mind, worn and yet unstooping to the baser crowd, all tenantless save to the crannying wind, or holding dark communion with the cloud. There was a day when they were young and proud, banners on high and battles passed below, but those that fought are in a bloody shroud. Those that waved are shredless dust ere now, and the bleak battlements shall bear no future blow. You're that writer, aren't you?
Why, yes.
Why? They up at Clarty Hall.
That is Abbotsford House now.
Because it was on Cartley Hall Farm.
Yes.
But everybody called it Clarty Hall.
Yes, well, it's Abbotsford House. Now, are you going to buy an autograph or
Of course.
not? Shilling and 5 pence.
Excuse me.
Shilling and 5 pence.
That is an outrageous sum. Do other writers hawk their wares like this?
Alas, I fear I'm the first to cross that particular commercial frontier.
Well, isn't this a wee bit beneath you?
Oh, you would think so, wouldn't you? A wee bit beneath you, Sir Walter Scott. Yeah, well, I am doing a 2-for-1 on these hooded garments with my face.
Why are you selling your face?
Why are you selling your face? Because I'm ruined, bankrupt, broke, tumbling down a fiscal precipice. I couldn't be more in the red if I was a tomato seed. I'm £130,000 in the hole. Now, are you buying a snow globe or not?
Please don't panic. What happened?
Ooh, a panic happened. The entire financial system was built on sand, was built on loans to people who could never pay them. Gone. Investments in countries that didn't even exist. 70 banks, gone. My printing business, gone. Hope, fortune, savings, all gone. Oh, I had to sell my dog.
Oh, Mr. Scott, I'll be sorry.
Then they made me buy the wee bastard back when they found out he had asthma.
Well, that's a wee shame. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm due to your commercial pursuits.
No, don't go. I can tell you a story. I can tell you a story. I used to be known for them, or I could pre-order a book from my library. We've got, what do we have here? Pete, Austin, Byron,
Byron! Which Byron?
The works. I met him once, you know.
You met Lord Byron?
Indeed. I think of him very often with tears ripping off my Lady of the Lake as he did.
Tell me about him, everything.
Well, he's a huge fan of yours truly. Of Waverley, he remarked it was the best and most interesting of all the novels. Charming man, full of fun. He gave me this.
He touched that.
Indeed. Which it does increase the price somewhat.
What's Don Juan?
Oh, Don Juan! Oh, I'm afraid it is rather risque. That mitts off, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to need to see some ID first.
I'm nearly 20.
Well, I cannot sell you this even if you are middle-aged.
You're selling everything else you own.
Yes, but that is desperation. This is principle.
Principal, you're selling them by the pound.
Right! Do you know how difficult it is to be a starving artist? Hmm? You have empty pockets and a larder filled with only respect. Admiration makes for very thin soup. For a regular artist, I would encounter Christian charity, but as a writer, no. No such thing. You see, when people look upon an artist, they see a trapeze artist and a circus performer swinging from great work to great work, from Waverley to Bonnie Dundee. But often there is no work for the artist to hold on to. No buyers! Yes, I see you. Walk away! No sellers. And so the artist is left there dangling in mid-air, and then hurtling downwards and downwards and downwards, the fatal ground of poverty leaping up to meet us in what we feel is terror. But the public, all the public sees the wonderful trick, what must be the next great stunt. How will Sir Walter Scott escape this one, they wonder. Assuming that as I hurtle closer to the ground, I must have something planned, anything, a next great work, I will tell you what I have. Desperation, ooh, zeal, to survive at any cost, reputation be damned. I have autographs, signed books, tunics with cities and dates on the back. If their collective flogging cannot save me, then perhaps I will write a painfully unfunny column in the Guardian. Or start to die. Auction it to the highest bidder, perhaps I will find a similarly desperate notable clinging on to relevancy by the tips of their fingernails, and I will record our conversations together. You see, I am an artist, and I will do what it takes to survive.
A real artist would never say such a thing. You're a sellout.
Oh, well, if an artist never sold their work, how would you find it?
Well, that's different. That's a real artist.
Oh, a real artist. A real artist, an artist so pure and uncompromised by the world that they keep their poetry in their sock drawer. And it hidden with them, buried, so it's never taken by the harshness of reality.
A real artist, like Lord Byron.
Start me not on that lust-crazed charlatan.
How dare you?
Oh, come now, you cannot have removed his breeches any faster if they were on fire.
Don't you dare!
Do you know anything about Lord Byron?
Lord Byron's name is too pure for the tongue of a money-grubbing, principal hawking.
Lord Byron was exiled for incestual relations with his half-sister.
Sorry.
The shop to left. Oh, God, speed, little zealot. God, speed.
Bread has been made indifferent from potatoes, and galvanism has set some corpses grinning. At 1 o'clock, the wind would sudden shift, threw the ship into the trough of the sea. Oh aye, a shipwreck, how original. What's going to happen next? Are they going to try and eat each other? The longings of the cannibal arise. This isn't work to stir the loins. It's stuff to churn the stomach. Let's see. He's the only survivor, miraculously escapes, kidnapped, rescued, joins the Russian army, standard. Catherine the Great falls in love with him. Great. Oh, now he's in England. Everybody's in love with him there too. It's a ghost story now. And he didn't even bother to finish it. What a pointless, base, stupid silliness. No character, no depth. A children's story. Who would even write?
Goodbye, old friend. That's right, Joe. I'm an ex-hermit.
Simple iron and I'll be on my way.
Pains me to pain you, mate, but I just can't talk.
You're talking now.
Aye, but I'm new to unemployment. Still getting the hang of it.
Unemployed, you're employed. Who's paying you to be a hermit?
No matter. I'm an ex-hermit now. Tired.
You can't retire from sitting on a rock all day.
Well, you know what you can retire? You're impudent tongue. You're from Hoyk?
Aye.
I knew I could smell something.
Oi, I'd rather be a lamppost in Hoyt than a man anywhere else.
Alright, well, I will leave you to illuminate the place then. Good day, sir.
Hold on! Has my daughter been here about this tall, devoted Byromaniac?
What is it, Lord Byron?
Aye.
17 or so?
That's her.
Your daughter?
My daughter.
Oh, yeah. Passed on through.
But, what happened? What did she say to you? Did she, what?
What, mate? Your daughter, she passed on through and she gave me this.
Gave it to you? Mirren gave this to you?
Aye, mate, yeah. See, before I was committed.
Committed?
To being a hermit. It's a self-imposed exile, you know. I'd known heartbreak. I'd seen friends become enemies. Lovers become cheats. Artists become shadows of their former selves. They was ready to turn their back on the lot of them. I met your daughter. And she came blazing through here with passion, thoughts, feelings that heart of 20 men. Heart of 1,000 old wastrels like me, and I miss living like that. That spark she holds for Lord Byron. I'm going to find something like that in my life again.
You changed your life just by reading this?
No, you're not listening, man. I've not even opened that. That Mirren of yours changed my life.
That's a fine thing.
Aye. Give her my best when you catch up, yeah?
Oh, well, did she,
Head that way, aye.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Say, mate, can I ask you a wee question?
Aye, ask away.
See, I've been here a while now, and the outside world may not be the way I remember it. There was a composer once, long ago, but his music meant the world to me. Is Beethoven still...
Beethoven's still alive.
Get in, mate! Guys! Come on!
I wouldn't say he was at the height of his powers.
No, you know what? It's fair. I expected as such, but I'm looking forward to living in hope, you know?
You should check out Liszt if you like that new romantic stuff.
Liszt?
Aye, this is the new Beethoven, real showman. I don't think anyone could ever top Beethoven's serious Moonlight Sonata tour, but as you say, we live in hope.
Franz Liszt.
Aye, I was at this gig at St. Cecilia's Hall years ago now.
Oh, you're telling me Franz Liszt is the new Beethoven?
Well, I'm not saying that, but there was this thing in Vienna. Liszt did his show, and then Beethoven came on. Passing on the baton type of thing.
He wouldn't have done that, but Beethoven did that. The Beethoven passed on his legacy to that Hungarian hack.
Take shoot the messenger. As I say, right, I best be off. Enjoy the world when you.
The world? I'm going nowhere near that madhouse. Franz Liszt, the new Beethoven, our armpit farts, the new Mozart. Our geese, the new Pope. Is the king of sandwich. Franz Liszt, the new Beethoven. Franz Liszt? Franz Liszt? More like B-list. It's insane out there, a madhouse. I don't know what came over me. Shut it, you!
And another thing, Byron always finishes his work. He's like so diligent. That's his whole thing. Genius, gorgeous, diligent. Everybody knows that. So this can't be him. It can't be. This could not be from the same genius that penned Childe Harold. This could not even be from the same inkwell. It's just so juvenile, so false, so empty. This is so not the work of Lord Byron. It can't be. No, it can't be. It must be a fraud or a satire. Yes! He's not seriously writing this. He's making light of the kind of people who would write it. He's saying, would it not be such a great jest if I were to sincerely write this? Undoubtedly, it's clear as day. Trekking around Europe, fighting, philandering, having affairs. Byron would never. So clear, it must have been written as a bet, a dare, a mighty jest, a practical joke. It's as far from Childe Harold as the earth is from the sun. Byron is sincere. He would never waste time on this. He is Childe Harold. Don Juan is merely a guise, a costume, a flight of fancy to occupy the time before his next great masterwork. Son of Childe Harold. Childe Harold with a vengeance. Childe Harold, too fast, too sorrowful.
By jingo, my good man, you are just in time for our closing down sale.
I've no time for shopping, sorry.
Oh, my good man, at these prices it is hardly shopping. This merchandise is practically free.
It's free?
No.
You're that writer, aren't you?
Why, yes.
You stay up at Clarty Hall.
Oh, it's Abbotsford House now.
It was on Cartley Hall
Yes,
Farm.
it was.
Everybody called it Clarty.
Yes, well, it's Abbotsford House now. Abbotsford. Now, can I interest you in an autograph or not?
Aye, go on. I don't know.
Shilling and fourpence.
Excuse me?
Shilling and threepence.
Shilling and threepence is a wee bit dear for an autograph.
No, it's not.
Oh. Do you have anyone else's?
Robert Burns?
Aye, you didn't say. Oh, my wife would have loved this. She used to have him on a calendar.
It would amuse you. I have a story about meeting.
Aye, go on.
Many years ago now, and only once, I was a bean sprout of 50, studying classics at Edinburgh University. My professor, Professor Ferguson, hosted the most fascinating literary salons, one of which Mr. Burns happened to attend. He was a tempest, and I, a wallflower, clinging to my mentor's back for dear life. Any poetry he considered inferior, he would slaughter with an adequate review. But when something was up to the mark, it caused quite a stir. I remember the profound effect produced upon him by a print of Burns representing a soldier lying dead in the snow. His dog sitting in misery to the one side and to the other. His widow with the child in her arms. Burns, he was quite affected by the print, or rather by the ideas it produced in his mind. He actually shed tears. He asked whose the lines were, and it just so happened that none but I remembered that they appeared in a half-forgotten poem of Langhorne's called by the unpromising title of Justice of the Peace. I whispered my information to a friend who presented it to Burns, who rewarded me with a look. A strong look, dark, overcast, and yet with a sense of strength and shrewdness. But Burns, he leaned over to me. And whispered the following verse. Short, but based on the very locality in which we stand. A verse that I've taken into my heart ever since. And one that I prithee, sir, you take into yours. Some have merch but cannot buy. And some would buy that want it. But I have merch you can buy. So get your hand in your pocket.
As much as I'd love to donate to the Charlatans Pension Fund, I've got a runaway daughter to find, and I've wasted quite.
I can help you find her.
You'd not be interested. There's no finder's fee.
Look, transgress. I have sinned. I've overstepped the mark. Let me atone.
This tall hen to gala probably yapping about Lord Byron.
She!
Didn't tell me you've seen her.
Not seen. I have suffered at the hands of her thieving midst. I've been scorned by her sharp tongue, patronised by her rolling eyes, dismissed by her petulant puffing.
Aye, she's 17.
Well, far be it for me to comment on your family, good sir, but it would be remiss of me not to delay on offering you my most sincere congratulations. Of course, raising a fury like that. Why, if you had offered to complete Hercules' 12 labours for him on the condition he raised your daughter, I do think he would have declined your offer.
Thanks. Thank you. It's been rough. Her mother, well, just the two of us now. More often than not, it feels like this, just the one. You know about books. I let him guess. She reads this every day. I've tried, but I can't make heads or tails of it. I can't get anything out of it. She used to read me bits, and I didn't get it. I didn't get what she gets. I can't see what she sees in that. Am I mad? Is she mad? I didn't understand. I didn't understand her. I don't mind feeling stupid, but what is it? What's in there?
There's nothing in there. It's only a book.
I didn't get it. Any of it.
There's nothing to get. There's nothing to understand. There's no Lord Byron. There's only you. There's only your daughter. If she reads a verse and says it makes her feel like a warm summer's day, then the brisk weather of December is of no consequence. Her feelings matter, not what evokes them.
Cheers. Cheers for that.
Nope. I'll be keeping that. Your daughter stole my copy of A Don Juan. Even trade.
No, that's my wife's copy. I need that.
Oh, 5 shillings.
That is my wife's.
6 shillings.
Give it back right now.
Fine. Hey, I am a reasonable man.
Don't, no! Not again! No! Get back here! Renegades! Ruffians! Go! Reprobates!
Shields. Oft have I dreamed of thee, who knows not man's divinest lore. And now I view thee, 'tis alas with shame, that I, in feeblest accents, must adore. When I recount thy worshippers of yore, I tremble, and can only bend the knee, nor raise my voice, nor vainly dare to soar, but gaze beneath thy cloudy canopy, to think, at last, I look on thee. Lord Byron, here I come!
Tickets! Tickets! Right, I've got Byron tickets. I've got cricket tickets, vivisection tickets. Hey, if you're needing a reading, I'm the one to be seeing. I've got tickets, come up!
Sir, is this the way to Old Cloth Hall?
Cloth Hall, my darling. Oh, yeah, you are just straight ahead. Up the road, 2-minute walk if you run. Can't miss it for the muffled queue outside. See, you're not needing tickets, are you?
Tickets?
Aye, tickets. Your dad sent you to buy some, because if so, then the stars are falling in your favour.
Good heavens, I never thought about tickets.
Well, lucky for you. All I think about is tickets. I could do you 2 tickets to the Erin Raquel Soul Cricket Cup final next week, or...
Do you have any Byron tickets left?
Byron? Byron coming out the wazoo, darling, but Christmas is coming up. Can you imagine the look on your family's face when you present with season tickets for Hoyk FC? Need to sign a waiver for those, but more of a species war than a match.
I'll just take 1 Byron ticket for the recital, please.
For you?
Yeah.
Do we alas for all that, surely?
Well, that's very kind of you, but I don't see any age restrictions on those tickets.
Will you be needing an additional ticket for that bee in your bonnet?
I have walked all the way from White to attend this reading, please.
I'm sure you have, right? But, the way I see it, there's 2 tickets for this reading left. 2 and 2 alone. I'm not saying that selling to you would be like casting pearls before a swine. I'm not. But I can sell them to Baron Bailey. Keep the law off my back for a bit. Sell them to Glassite church folk, put in a good word for me upstairs. There are people of quality here. Gentlemen of leisure, whose top hats blow off with joy just for a whiff of those tickets. And so I'm just wondering, all being equal, why have wasted one an upstart lass like you?
Because this swine eats pearls for breakfast. Because upstart lassies have a hunger and I am starving. You want to sell those tickets to the laird of land, good for you. To them, Byron's words would be like water off a duck's back. Spain, Greece, they've been there, done that, not me though. I know Childe Harold by heart, and every time I recite it, flowers bloom inside me, branches I could never have comprehended sprout from my pores. I eat, I grow, I learn, I hunger, until my horizons have expanded so vastly that the Mediterranean looks like Moss Hill's Loch. Byron's words have seeped into my bones, and the only way I'll grow to my full potential is if I hear them, if I am watered in them. Then I can grow beyond Hoyk, beyond this place, beyond a farmer's wife, beyond anything a person like you could imagine about a person like me.
You know your Byron?
Better than anyone alive.
Oh, what is your opinion on then? Say Don Juan.
Pirate mints. Pile of manure. Bold? Aye. But I love Byron. I kneel at his altar, and I'll marry him at 1 too. But even the perfect can make imperfections. It's a juvenile boy's adventure, no doubt it is a wager. A runt next to Childe Harold's mighty boar.
You're a teenager, aren't you?
And
Apologies, I've patronized you. Wasn't my intention. You have a spark. It's the best thing in the world, that, but it can be difficult to keep a spark alive through the slings and arrows of aging. When you grow up a bit, right, that's not to wish your youth away, but when your life fills up with the stuff of living, that tiny wee wonderful spark, it can just seem a bit wee, and you wonder how it ever generates so much heat or light. And for what it's worth, I think you're wrong. Well, Child Harrow will age like milk, whiny nonsense. 1,000 stanzas going, woe is me.
It's 495, not including the dedication.
Okay. You know more. Do you know more, but maybe I'm pushing it a bit. Do you understand more? No, I'm being serious, because after all the whining, all the boo-hoo-hoo, nature's so pure, nature's heavenly, people lack the purity, Byron gets over himself. All that you see is childish. That's what I see as living. You know, he starts jabbing at other poets, wants them to pull their socks up. He doesn't waste time on high society, he spends time picking it apart. You know, this Byron believes in things. Fights for Greek independence, he doesn't die pale and broken-hearted. Anyway, you've not got long if you want a decent seat.
How much are they?
On the house.
For free.
I go on, I got them for nothing. Guy at Clyde Farm is having a jumble sale.
Thank you enough.
Yes, you can. Look, away you. Enjoy yourself, right? Nurture your soul. The amount of people who'll be at that reading just to be seen at that reading is despicable. Away you. Get something out of it.
I will. And I'll ask Lord Byron about Don Juan.
Well, you'll ask
You're
him?
right. Yeah?
Well, that'll be difficult. He's been dead a year. It's a Byron reading. Oh, reading by Byron. A year? A year to the day? God, it must be. Time flies, eh? God be with you, darling. Tickets! You look like a hell's man, mate. Mirren. Say sorry.
You lied to me.
I didn't.
You lied.
I never said.
You knew Byron was dead, didn't you? And you watched me build these hopes and dreams, read his poetry by moonlight, spent hours agonizing over the right letters to send him. And you wrote the reply, didn't you?
No.
Well, who did that? His fucking corpse! Well done, Dad. You extinguished my spark. You've broken me. I no longer know who I can trust or what is real. Yeah, do you want to head back to Hawaii and get me married off before sunset, wrap everything up at the same time?
I didn't want any of that.
No more lies, please.
I've never wanted any of that.
You never wanted me to achieve anything, did you?
Not true.
Mum had to teach me to read and write secretly because you didn't want me to learn!
She taught me to read and write because I can't. Secretly, Mirren. The reason I was staying in the house was because I was out working, keeping a roof over our heads. It's not a secret. Reading was always you and your mother's thing. And her mother's thing. You can blame your great-great-grand for that. The coach accident, the payout that she wished, once she got the hang of reading, she taught others. The men were all out working, so she taught her daughters, who taught their daughters, and so on. I didn't write it, no, I forged it. I went up to schoolhouse and had Mr. McGurk write it.
You wanted to keep me in the dark.
Aye. And I stand by it.
I hate you!
Well, I love you, Mirren. And that's why I never told you about Lord Byron. I was hoping you'd move on of your own accord, broaden your horizons.
Byron was my horizon.
Exactly. Mirren, you can do better than that. You can think bigger, imagine more, be more. I just thought I'd wait until the passion died down a wee bit, wait until it became a hobby again rather than a load-bearing obsession. I'm sorry I never... I'm sorry, man. died at a place called Lepanto, fighting to free the Greeks from Turkish oppression.
That's so him, dying on a noble crusade.
No, we're cold. Doctors did all they could, leeches, bone saws, cocaine. The best that modern medical science could provide, but it wasn't meant to be. I went through all this with your mother. Aye. You weren't born yet. She was mad about the poet, this upstart farmer from Ayrshire. I never liked this stuff, but he was pretty as a picture. Your mother, well, she just about memorized every crappy arrow. She was happy every day of her life, your mother, and then those poems came along, and don't get me started. You'd be talking to her, but you could see in her eyes she'd be back in whatever ballad or address she'd been reading. She used to read me bits, but all I could think was the luck of some farmers getting to travel the country singing their wee songs. Meanwhile, the rest of us have to work for a living. But she was happy. Mad, but happy. And then he died. She cut the head off every red rose in Hoyk. Never let us have haggis in the house. She didn't walk so lightly anywhere. Didn't stop to smell the flowers or enjoy the sun on her face. She never burned up until you came along. It was a real grief, Mirren, and she carried it around her for the rest of her days. And I couldn't let that happen to you. Let the death of some stranger suck the life out of you and all.
And why didn't you tell me all this?
The world is going to put so much on your shoulders, but if I could take some of it on mine instead.
So I can keep reading and writing.
Of course. I never wanted anything else. You're my daughter, and I love you, Mirren. If you want to become a teacher, or a governess, or a farmer, or a farmer's wife, or a saint, or a fussing pirate, that's up to you. I'm behind you all the way.
Thank you.
That's a long walk back to Hoyk.
Aye, it is.
Why not give me a recitation on the way?
What should I recite?
Anything you want, Mirren.